Tesla, I think you got to short into, any rally here. This is, train's about to leave the station. This pattern, it's getting more and more mature. The more work it does, and, maybe we could have one more. I wish, I'd like to see one more decent move, but, again, you just got to be on your radar to sell this thing. This whole thing is, just a huge distribution. And now we're under all these levels. We've got the double top here, which I don't think you're going to see this high. I don't think you're going to see that again. So I would love it to get back to 700. But if it does, you just got to sell it there. I will be selling it there. I don't think you'll get in that kind of move. If I see 685, 680, I'm going to start building a position. I might even start building a position right here. Just get something. Because, once the train leaves the station, this is going to open down 100 one day.
Talking about trains leaving stations, Airbnb is creating new train lines.
Well, once that dropped under the IPO low, it's gone. It's like Coinbase and Snowflake and I was saying forever, this is just a big distribution pattern. We're trading on this neckline. Again, I just watch all of this stuff and short these things into rallies. So, it's gone now. It bust this. And so this was it. This last week's bar, tells you it's over. Made a new high, close on the low. And, it's got a gap. Typically you don't see these kind of gaps on it, but this is, telling you it's really bearish. There is a gap here that held. So, this is going to get cut in half from here. You just measure the neckline, which is 120 to 210, $90. Take half of that, and you're minimum $80, $75. But I don't see that. I think this is so heavy that this, the weight of this is going to send this thing down considerably. So, I think you're looking at 60, 70, probably 30. But it's left the station. All these things, and then Coinbase left the station, and then, is now leaving the planet. So, once these things bust, it's got to understand it for what it is, and that's it. So this is relative where, Coinbase is now. It broke its IPO low. And you can see that, it does a little dance, doesn't want to go, kicking and screaming. But once it broke this, it was over. And we see Airbnb has broken that. So this is what it's got in its future. Deborah says it's AXP. I've been looking at AXP, Deborah, and I think that, anything linked to the consumer like Visa and AXP is not going to flourish in the next 6 months. So yes, all of these things are just breaking down, man, badly. This is frightening what these markets are looking like. Yeah. So this is reality. This is not going to change. So even though I might not look at it, you guys should keep this on your radar. So now this is, really bad looking stuff. And so again, I just look at RH, Visa, American Express. They're all linked to the consumer. And people say, well, the consumer has got so much money because he's been home from the COVID. He's spending money. Yeah, he's spending money because he has to spend money because there's so much freaking inflation. But now, he's got no more money and it's going to go upside down very quickly. Mortgage demand is down the worst in 22 years. We're getting statistics and the market really hasn't even started to break yet. So I just feel like we're at a crucible moment. I felt this building for a long time. We built this casino, on a level with these NFTs and Bitcoins and meme stocks. And I was saying this July of last year, that this is going to end in tears. There's just no other way. I mean, I was going to look at something else and now I forgot.
Napoleon was mentioning Square.
Square. This is linked to Bitcoin and the consumer. So it's got a double whammy. And, it's just, these charts are amazing. I look at one after the other, and everyone's talking about a bottom. And I'm going, the top is just starting. We're just starting to form these things. We haven't really started to get going. We're just formed. This is Procter & Gamble, very conservative consumer, thing. This is where you should be able to hang out. But it looks like this is where the most risk is. And we haven't even started. Apple, I was saying Apple and Microsoft, if they broke certain levels a few weeks ago, and, we're breaking those levels, but it's just starting. Everyone's saying we're closer to the bottom. I don't think we've started yet.
So you can see, 45, it's 1.3 million.
$1.3 million short.
So pop out a profit for 118,000 there.
So you can see how this is going crazy now. You can see how the market's just going nuts.
I bet like $1.6 million on this position. I'm showing right now $23,000 gain.